Bunny Gang. In today's video, we're going to talk about what you should do before you introduce your rabbit pair and the basics in bunny bonding. So bonding your rabbits can be a quick and easy experience, or it could be more long and drawn out and complicated. So this can depend on quite a few factors, including personality, age, if they're fixed or not, and also how the pre-bonding process went. So have you ever bonded a rabbit pair? If so, how long did it take, or was it successful? Let us know down in the comments below. Welcome back, Bunny Gang, and for those of you here for the first time, thanks for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiffany. I'm a bunny educator and I rescue bunnies. We will bring you fun and informative bunny videos each week. So if you like to see cute bunnies, you want to meet our rescues, or just get tips to be a better bunny parent, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So the first thing you're going to want to do in the bonding process is going to be pre-bonding. The objective of pre-bonding is to get your rabbits familiar with one another without introducing them yet. So you're going to do this by taking their enclosure, cage, condo, pen, whatever it is that you house your bunnies in, and you're going to put them next to each other about 6 inches apart. Now it is important that you don't have them sharing a wall or too close together, because this can cause anxiety for your rabbit, and it's not safe because they can fight through those walls. So it's important that at the beginning stages that you do not have them close enough where they can be touching each other. If you notice your bunnies start to sit in a relaxed position on the wall that they have in common, then you'll know it's time to try moving on to the next step in the process. So after you put their cages next to each other, you're going to want to switch items from their cages. For example, a good thing to switch would be their litter boxes every few days, a stuffed animal, or a blanket. A good thing to use and to know that your rabbit's ready to move on to the next step is a stuffed animal. You can put stuffed animals in each of their cages and then switch them after a couple of days. If you start seeing one of the bunnies grooming the stuffed animal that you switched, this is a good indication that he's ready for a partner to house with, and also that he's becoming accepting of the other bunny's scent being in his area. So once you're ready to introduce your bunnies for the first time, there's a couple things that you need to have. You need to put on some thick gloves, and you also need to have something to separate your bunnies. This can be some kind of thick poster board, a big piece of cardboard, anything that could separate them if a fight were to break out. Now, even though your rabbits might not be aggressive when they're on their own or when they're interacting with you, you just do not know what to expect when you introduce rabbits for the first time. It's better to have these items and protect yourself and your bunnies than not to have them and have something really unfortunate happen. So for the first meeting, you're definitely going to want to do this in a neutral territory. A neutral territory is an area of your home or outdoors that your bunnies do not use as their primary living space. So you're not going to just want to take one bunny and put it in the cage with the other bunny. This is almost sure to cause conflict between the bunnies, and it's not going to be a good outcome. So the best thing to do is to get an X pen or use a small room in your home, like the bathroom if you have a smaller size bathroom, or you can even use a bathtub. Now, if you're using a bathroom or bathtub and it's an area with slit floors, you're going to need to put down towels or carpets, something like that. Rabbits need to be able to grip, and if they can't grip, to run away if they feel like the other rabbit is getting too aggressive. This can cause extra stress, anxiety, and it could also cause injury. So it's very important that you make sure that the floor has proper grip for the bunny to run around properly. Are you thinking about getting a mate for your bunny, or are you trying to bond your rabbit pair? Do you have questions about bonding your bunnies? If so, put in the comments down below and I'd be happy to help you if I can. Bringing out food during the bonding process is a good thing to bring down their anxieties and their stress level. When rabbits share a meal together, this is also a good way for them to bond, and it's a good indication that they're becoming more comfortable in the situation. During bonding, it's important that you do not allow biting or fighting of any kind. Some bad bonding advice that you may have heard, and I know I have heard, is not to break up bunnies when they're fighting or biting, only if blood is drawn. To me, I really don't agree with this tactic to just let them work it out, because once it's gotten to that point, it's dangerous for you and the bunnies to break it up. It could literally cause harm to either you or the bunnies at that point. So this is why it's so important that you know your bunny's behavior before you start the bonding process, so you can gauge if this is just normal bonding behavior or if it is actually starting to become too aggressive. You just need to use your best judgment in this situation. Now, there are going to be some more aggressive behaviors that they display during the bonding process, like circling, mounting, and chasing, but you should be able to tell if it's just normal getting to know you bunny behavior or if it's getting out of hand and it's too much and needs to be stopped. When you need to stop it, you simply use that board or whatever you chose as a separator and put it between them to divide. Know your bunny's body language. Back to what I was just saying, it's very important to know your bunny's body language so that you can tell during the process if this is normal behavior or if they're getting too aggressive and something bad is about to happen. Now, statistically speaking, the best pairs to bond are a male-female pair. And for the obvious reasons like pregnancy, you would want to get either one or both of the bunnies fixed. Now, my suggestion, if you decide to fix only one of the bunnies before doing the bonding process, I would highly suggest getting the male fixed. Now, there are several reasons for this. One reason being that the male surgery is a lot easier to recover from, and also it is an easier process during the surgery, so it's less risky. In addition to that, you also have the hormonal and sexual urges of the male. If the female is fixed but the male is not, he will still be displaying those behaviors and it will be very hard to have a successful bonding. But if the male is fixed, that's generally not an issue for the female. So these are the reasons why I suggest doing the male if you choose to only fix one of the rabbits to prevent pregnancy. Now, if you do get your male fixed, or both, you also want to wait at least 6 to 8 weeks before bonding your bunnies, because the male can be fertile up to 4 weeks after the surgery. Now, this doesn't mean that just because that is generally a better pair, that you cannot bond same-sex pairs, because you absolutely can. I have 2 female rabbits, Pinky and Maybell, and they are both unspayed females, and they are successfully bonded. So this can happen, and it can work out great. But it is statistically accurate that it is better or more likely for it to work out and be successful if your bunnies are spayed and neutered before bonding. So if you haven't thought about getting your bunnies spayed or neutered, but you're thinking about it now after hearing this information, I have a great video that I'm going to put up in the cards right here. This will help you by giving you some information on spaying and neutering your rabbit. It gives some different facts and opinions, why people choose to and why people choose not to fix their rabbits. So check that out after you watch this video so that you can get some more information to help you make a more informed decision about getting your rabbit fixed. So it's extremely important that you do a lot of research before attempting to bond your rabbit pair. Now, you also have to keep in mind that not all rabbit bonding experiences are going to be successful. Some bunnies just like living alone, and maybe the rabbit that you selected for your rabbit was not a good fit. Just like people, not all rabbits like each other. So every person I meet in my life, I'm not going to like. It's the same thing for rabbits. So it's not always going to work out. It's not like a cut and dry situation. If you do this, your bunnies will be bonded in this amount of time. That's just not how it works. So like I said, it may go very smoothly, be a couple of days, week, whatever, and they're good to go. Or it could be a long drawn out process and take 3, 6, 12 months. You never know. If you are having difficulty with bonding your bunnies, or you're just not sure before you start, reach out to someone in Facebook groups, a rabbit rescue, or an expert about bunny bonding in your area. Any of those people would be able to help you and give you some more tips on how to successfully bond your rabbit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press that bell notification if you like this video and want to see more like it. Also, if you're thinking about getting your rabbit fixed so that you can bond them, click this video right here. It will talk about how you can select a vet for your rabbit spay and neuter surgery and what questions you should ask. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget to share the bunny love. We'll see you next time.